hiring. Over the next 5 months, you're going to be hiring out 5 positions to buy back your time and start leveraging the business. The first of these will be fulfillment. As you make more sales, people get busy doing the thing they sold, and there comes a breaking point where they have to stop doing sales activities unless they hire someone to come in to do the fulfillment. Your job as a CEO is to always drive sales, and so you can never allow client fulfillment to pull you off of sales activities. A client fulfillment rep should onboard customers, deliver the service, and make sure any billing is set up and up to date. Really anything at all related to the client journey. Having someone do this is huge leverage so that you can get that time back and do more of the work that makes you more money, or reinvesting your time into learning skills that will make you more valuable. Which brings us to hire number 2 in month 8, a setter. Now, I had a client named Alex, and he was doing over $20,000 a month just from outreaching to prospects on social media. One day, he came to me and said he wasn't making the same amount of money anymore, and when I audited his business, he had stopped doing all the outreach. When I asked him why, he just said he got burned out and he'd been doing it for months. I thought, of course, that's going to happen. You just have to hire it out. For your business to survive, you always have to be doing marketing and outreach consistently, but you don't have to be the one doing it. Once you hire a setter, they can literally add as high as 8 hours back into your schedule per day to do other things. A rule of thumb is every time you start to have your entire day monopolized by a single task, you need to look to start hiring it out. The setter's job will be to make sure they send out at least 100 messages a day to potential prospects and respond to any and all messages that come inbound and schedule them into sales calls. Which brings us to hire number 3 in month 9, a coach or mentor. Now, I know someone's gonna say, "Ooh, Tanner, you're a coach, so why are you talking about this?" But the fastest way for you to go from point A to B is to ask someone who's been there before. In my first 2 years of business hiring no mentors, I made $2,000. In my next 6 years of business, I made over $111 million, with about $3 million of that going back into mentors. So my thought process on this is find someone doing specifically what you want to be doing and pay them for their expertise. Once you can get inside their community and can learn their frameworks and processes, it's infinitely easier to scale and build your company. And if you're looking for a place to start to find these individuals, just type in your specific problem in on YouTube and your industry, and the videos that pop up will be a great place for you to start looking. Which brings us to hire number 4 in month 10, hiring sales support. Now, the first sales rep I ever hired was my brother Gentry. He was coming from 0 sales experience, but I trusted him because he was family. Now, the way I trained him up was by giving him recorded calls he could listen to, a script for him to follow, and I'd also hop on calls with him so that if he made mistakes or missed a point, I could jump in. It took him about 3 months to get up to speed, but when he got there, I was relieved. At this point, you should have a setter to generate leads, a client fulfillment rep to deliver the service, and now a sales rep to handle all the sales calls. With just 3 people, you are now in a position where you can take time off or go on vacation and your business will still function 100% without you. Which brings us to hire number 5 in month 11, hiring a COO. This is the person that is going to come in and make sure everything is running smoothly from the meetings to the systems and handling projects. What this allows you to do is spend more of your time and energy on the creative aspects of the business, so you're not just bogged down in all the day-to-day. Operations are important, but it takes a very different mindset to be creative, and as a CEO, you can't expect anyone else to do that for you. This took me a long time to do because I was a control freak and super scared to let things go inside my business. I thought that I'd worked so hard to build it that I didn't want to risk anyone else messing it up. But if you don't learn to do this, you will always be the bottleneck in your business, and if you want to get to $1 million as fast as possible, you have to learn to work through people and give up some of the control.